Alrighty, so we're doing an oil change on the Fusion here, the flipping Fusion. Already got the oil draining, got the oil filters, or oil filter wrenches, and then we're gonna be doing touch-up paint. We gotta go get an oil filter over here. Since I have so many of these cars, I just keep a box of I think it's 12 oil filters for the V6 Fusions, because that's apparently all I've got now. So yeah, stocked up for a while with all my Fusions. But yeah, we're gonna change the oil here, and I don't know why, but these older Fusions on the V6 model, they have two different oil filter sizes. You could have the skinny one or the fatter one. Both will work on the car, so you could put a skinnier one or a fatter one on. It doesn't matter, but you have to have two wrenches because you never know what the previous owner put on. I always put the bigger ones on because that way I can just buy in bulk and save like 2 oil filters for the price of buying them all in bulk. So that's what I do, but we're changing the oil on the Fusion. So, and then we'll do touch-up paint after this. Alrighty, so we got the touch-up paint here for the blue car. I took a piece of a paint chip off right there and then put a dot on this piece of metal door to a toy car. But I needed something metal to put the paint on to make sure it matches. So let this dry and make sure it matches. Then we're going to put it in a spot on the car that isn't as noticeable and make sure it matches on the car too. Alrighty, now that we got all the front end stuff done and all the big body repair, now we just gotta do the simple minor stuff. Like I gotta replace this handle, that handle, and then that door handle there, and the outside handle, and just a couple more odds and ends so this car's a lot better. And this one is broke, and then this one down here is off the parts car, so we're just gonna swap that in real quick. Just gonna take this door panel off, which is a bolt that holds this trim on, which is a T20, and then there's a 8mm bolt behind that, and then there's a 7mm bolt here, and then another T20 to take this whole door panel off, and then this comes up, and then you can get access to the door handle to take off. So, and do that real quick, and then put it all back together, and do it 3 more times. Okay, so we are going to be replacing this key lock assembly here, just so it matches the key with the car, because we replaced this door because this door was damaged. But I got the original keyhole, so we're going to switch that out and put that in this car. Also switched out all the passenger door handles on the passenger side and the locking assembly, so the door will actually lock when you're driving. Yeah, the front door is not that bad to do. I'm gonna have to do it the same thing on this door, but the front is not hard to do. It's the rear one that's a pain in the butt, because you got the window guide here that is in the door that wants to block it. This part here from sliding down, and also you got the handle attached to this piece, so it's just hard to get through there. Passenger side, you just remove, or you just disconnect the window from the regulator, and then you can roll the window up and then pull the whole metal part of the door panel assembly down, and then you can just access this key lock, or this door lock assembly here, and pull it right out and replace it, which is what we're going to do here, and it's a lot easier. Okay, so I just got this seat that we're going to be putting into the blue Fusion that we're flipping to sell. It is in a lot better condition, as you can see. The bolster is not all blown out, and this one is in better condition as well. Get this towel off. I still got to clean it up a little bit because it came out of the junkyard. Well, actually, it came out of not the junkyard, but LKQ. LKQ had one. It was in pretty good condition, so I'm gonna put it in that, clean it up, and then I'm gonna put it in the blue car and make sure it fits and everything. This one is actually off of 2009. It's still got the power seats and everything. I think this lever might be broken. I'm not sure. It doesn't want to release the seat, so I might have to take my old one off, but still, I mean, for the price, it was a pretty good deal. The only difference is this, it has like a kind of a more of a angle, or like a swoopage there in the seat that I need to that doesn't match the passenger seat, and the design here is a little bit different, so I may go back to LKQ and buy the passenger seat just to match this one. But so far it looks like it's gonna work and everything looks fine. Funny thing is, they didn't, on the seat, they didn't take the plug off. I wanted to see if the plug was the same, but they just cut the wires to the plug, so I'll have to take that off when we get to it. But right now I'm going to clean up the seat and make sure everything cleans up first before I install it in the car, because if something's wrong, I don't want to, you know, have to take it back out and then bring it back to LKQ. But for this car, the car that it came out of only had 43,000 miles. I know that's true because I showed the odometer and I looked at the car's history, and yeah, it only had 43,000 miles. So it's a good seat for the mileage and the car it's going to go in. So yeah, that's the seat all cleaned up a little bit, and then we'll put it in the car and see what it looks like. Alrighty, so this is the seat out of this car here. And as you can tell, it's got some damage here and there. This is the frame out of one of my other Fusions that I had a long time ago. It's also, it is broke, that's why it's just a frame. But the seat I just got, it's bent. Like, I don't know if you can tell with the headrest, but it's bent. And then along the frame is bent, and on the bottom of the seat frame, it's bent. I don't know why it's like that, but it's just bent. So what I'm gonna have to do is, I was trying to find another seat, but I didn't see another seat without buying a whole car on Facebook or something. So what I'm gonna do is just see if I can take this upholstery off this seat and put it on this seat. And if that doesn't work, then we'll have to just find another seat. But we're hoping that this works, and maybe I can see if I can get that foam off too. But for right now, we're just gonna try to get the upholstery off, so the upholstery looks good on this car. That's what we're gonna try. And then if that doesn't work, we will see if we can find a whole nother seat, or worst comes to worst, buy a car with a seat and then put that in there. So yep, I'll show you when I'm done, or if I decide to change my mind and get another seat somewhere else. So stay tuned. Alrighty, so on the seat here, this is the original seat that came out of this car. You can see there's no seat. So taking this apart to put the parts off that old seat where the frame was bent, using the headrest, and here is the seat, so it is still in good condition. So we're going to be swapping this onto that. Alrighty, so back to the seats here. We do have the heater on, so please excuse that noise. So this is the original seat that's in the car, and take the bottom foam off, which is over here because it's damaged. Here's the old seats. They're all bent and tore up, and I got the new seats over here, the foam that we're going to put on here, and the cover. So I just got to take this top piece off and put this back on, which this is going to be hell. These things that hold the headrest in broke on both cars, so I'm either going to have to go to the parts car and see if I can find one, or I'm just going to order 2 new ones. But yeah, once I'm done with that, then put this all back together and back in the car. So go back. Alrighty, so we got the seat all stripped apart. Now I just need to put these covers back on here, and then we can put it back in the car. So almost there. This is what's left of the old seat. I kind of just ripped it apart because I didn't care anymore, because we were just going to throw it away. I cut it here, make it a whole lot easier. See, this is not from me. This is just being worn from the car. That's all beat up, and just I just got tired of it and just ripped it out just to make it go by a little bit faster. So we'll be a lot careful putting it back on, but this seat frame, as you can tell, is not bent, which is good, and everything else that we need is going to be okay. I got extra pieces, so yeah, get this back together and then put it in the car, and then we should be good. Alrighty, so we got the seat installed. It works like it should. Now I'm gonna do the passenger, because the airbag light comes on. So hopefully when we do that, that passenger seat airbag light will go away, and then the seats will match, because then you'll have this design and that design matching instead of flat across. So next to do is the passenger seat. Alrighty, so I was going to do the passenger seat, but the connectors on it are different from 09 to 08, and I'm not going to reupholster this seat, so we're just going to have to leave it like this. So I've buffed the car, I've shined it all up. Somebody's come to look at it later today, so hopefully they're going to be okay with the seat light on, but other than that, right now it's a good car to be sold. So I put it in the garage now until we go there, so it's all nice and warm for them to look at. But yeah, so car's all ready to be sold. Got the title, got everything ready, just needs to be sold. Alrighty, so this is going to be the last video of the car. It is now sold. You guys going to come pick it up here tomorrow, but yep, car is now sold. Done everything I did to it. The airbag light is still on, but we're not fixing that. We did not put the other seat in the passenger seat. It's just going to be going as is. So sold it, still made more than 100% profit. So yep, that's the end of the 2008 Ford Fusion flip rebuild. So thank you.